Hello. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Let me make sure everything is broadcasting correctly. Let me actually turn off my flux because everything looks peachy and rosy to me, and that is probably not how things actually look on my computer screen. Hello! Sorry, I'm chewing on a Halls right now. I am sounding very froggy because I have a little bit of congestion still in my nose and my throat. Because I have been doing a lot of EFT tapping sessions for people, practicing my stuff for my certification. That will be happening at the end of the month. And it's been really interesting and very, very insightful. But it's definitely a new modality. And because it's a new modality, energetically, I am definitely feeling it in my body. And it is almost like when I started reading tarot at 16 years old. So this is 25 years ago. Feeling very drained and feeling I could like sleep for a million years after giving like 2 tarot readings. Now, of course, I can read tarot and I know my energetic boundaries and my containers and how I best work and everything, hydrating, making sure I'm taking care of myself so that, I can give a tarot reading, walk out the door, and just live my life and be fine. For EFT, not so much. So I'm realizing that it is not the same thing and that I have to get used to working in this way and also remembering my own energetic and spiritual hygiene. So yeah, I have been feeling a little bit run down. I feel physically fine, but I sound awful. I'm okay. Anyway, welcome to the broadcast. Welcome to the weekly show. If you don't know me already, my name is Hilary. I am a professional tarot reader, demystifying the mystical and putting you in touch with the most beautiful gifts, your own intuition, because yes, my friends, do not argue with me. You have intuition. So this week's episode, we are broadcasting live Friday, April 8th, 2022. And not only is it Rex Manning Day, if you've ever seen Empire Records or you rewatch Empire Records, but it is also my birthday. So in honor of my birthday, even though I sound like a frog, I am giving a present to you on my birthday, and that is 1 card readings. So 1 question, 1 card. I'm going to be using the Reflective Tarot from, I believe it's from US Games. Yeah, US Game Systems. And this Reflective Tarot is based on the Radiant Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot, which is my workhorse deck, but it has iridescence to it, babies. So this is the deck that I'm going to be using to pull those 1 card readings for tonight's episode. So this is a very interactive episode if you happen to be tuning in live. This is the episode for you. I don't often do this. This is a rarity. And so I'm making the exception for my birthday or in honor of my birthday to give this gift to you. So for all of those people that have tuned in before and have asked me for a free reading while I'm trying to teach a session, like, bad timing, folks. Tonight, good timing. So before, when I had up my little like bumper, like starting soon, share away, sprinkle this everywhere, I saw Dylan's here. Dylan, I made myself a little bud vase from the beautiful bouquet that you sent me. Dylan is out of control, by the way, in all the best ways. And so now I have this like charcuterie board in the making with all these beautiful things that she sent us, and a huge bouquet of flowers. So I had to put it in 2 vases, my big vase and also this one. But I had to have it here represented. Also, I have been drinking the hibiscus tea or hibiscus sparkling water LaCroix that you sent us too. So just letting you know, we got everything safely. Thank you so much. That was completely unnecessary, and you are the best. Yes, on my birthday, free readings on my birthday for you. Andrea is also here saying happy birthday. Thank you so much, Andrea. We have to catch up soon. I did get your message about that you've been using tapping EFT for years. We have to talk. This certification has been amazing. We have to talk about it. So, also saying that I'm a rarity. Thank you very much. Andrea loves Dylan. Dylan loves Andrea. I know there's like this mutual appreciation society going on here in the group. I love it. This is my favorite. One of my favorite reasons for doing this every week is because there has been this community that has formed around these episodes. It's wild and it's crazy, and I love it. So given that, and also that the fact that I did already do the introductions, we are going to do the astro-weather from Teresa Reed's wonderful Astro-Biz Digest. So we'll be doing that at the start of the episode. We will not be doing the weekend forecast because I'm going to be doing free readings all episode. So no weekend forecast. You can have one card reading for a specific question instead. Okay. So let me just check to make sure that we're broadcasting in all the right places. I do see that we're definitely broadcasting on the Book of Faces, but I also want to make sure we're broadcasting to the other place that I put all of my videos, and replays are available for all of the videos that I do every Friday night at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have so many topics that we've covered because this is a show for metaphysical topics. This is a show for learning tarot. This is a show to learn whatever it is that you want to learn that I also know how to teach. So there will be some stuff that I don't know about, and in those cases I will do some research and bring the research to you, and in other cases I'll say that's not my jam or that's not my area of expertise, and I will try and get you the best possible reference to someone that can possibly teach you about that. So let me just double check. Yes, good. Okay, we are on the tube of you and the Book of Faces, so we are good to go. All right. And I have my water here and my LaCroix here. I have my deck. Again, we are going to be using the Reflective Tarot, but let us get into the astrology for today and for the weekend from the wonderful Astro-Biz Digest. And I'm going to show this, and I'm going to allow the comment assistant to pop up with Dylan's comment that I look amazing today. Thank you so much. No makeup. I have a little bit of this, like, I don't know what it is. It's like this pink stuff, and it's kind of thick, and it's this like lip mask or something. And I put it on really quickly, and then I put on my face masks to go out for our therapy session. And yeah, so this is not lipstick. This is like pink lip goo. Fortunately, I am using my UE Fits today, so if I'm feeling so inclined, I am wireless, so I can go grab that and show you. But this is something that was in my Ipsy bag, which I'm not doing anymore. I did it for about a year, and then I canceled my subscription because there's only so many, tiny eyeshadow palettes that you can have, and I kind of I feel like I'm bursting at the seams with makeup right now, and I really need to consolidate. So anyway, Teresa's Astro-Biz Digest, it's a yearly subscription, $99 for the year. You get astrology from Teresa Reed, aka the Tarot Lady, who is also a professional astrologer as well as a tarot reader. Astrology right to your inbox in layman's terms. So when you hear moon in Scorpio, she will tell you exactly what moon in Scorpio means. So this is, you get the astrology, but you also get the regular jargon so that you're not going to be confused by the astrology. It's very practical. I love it. It is geared towards entrepreneurs and business owners, but I have found it to be very, very, very useful in my personal life as well. Not just as a metaphysical entrepreneur. Very helpful in my personal life as well. So The link to that is in the chat, in both places, wherever you're viewing this right now. But I will display it on screen so that you can go ahead and check that out after the broadcast. Please and thank you. Stick with me. And I give it for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday because I don't want to give away the farm. I want to point people toward Teresa Reed's work, give them a little taste of what she does. If you like it, get a subscription to the AstroBiz Digest for yourself. It is well worth it. Yes. Dylan's saying I totally stand by her AstroBiz Digest. Yeah, I think I got Dylan a gift subscription to the AstroBiz Digest maybe 4 years ago, whenever she started doing it. And just based on that, I think Dylan's renewed it herself for the last couple of years because it's been so good and so helpful. And really, like, $99 for the entire year, where you're getting astrology right to your inbox every week for every day. It's just like, it's crazy good. Yep. Good. I'm glad I'm remembering that correctly, Dylan. And I kept re-upping. Exactly. So I've got things to keep up with you. Not just the AstroBiz Digest, which you keep up for yourself, but also the Tesseract, where I don't have my Tesseract with me. I actually packed it in my tarot bag, but the Tesseract charms I have to keep up for you too, though, because I just have to. All right. So, astro-weather from Teresa Reed. Let us pull this up. I'm going to go to a separate tab. Apologies in advance if I'm a little bit slow here. And if I'm sounding a little froggy, you know the reason why now. Oh my God, so many emails. I've got a lot of emails to catch up on. I also love the emails that are reminding me that it's my birthday, as if I would forget. I know it's my birthday. Thank you. All right, there we go. There's the AstroBiz Digest. All right, if people are ready for the AstroBiz Digest for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, give me a hell yeah. Besides saying she gives so much great information, because she does. It's true. And I'm going to drink some water because I need it. All right, I got a hell yeah from Dylan. Okay. That is enough for me, but you can still put in hell yes in the chat, but we're going to get started. So for Friday today, April 8th, 2022, my birthday, Friday morning finds the cosmos calm, ideal for meetings with clients or organizing your home office. It's also quite lovely to connect with your audience via online channels. Watch out for walking wounded and shit disturbers when the moon squares Chiron at 1:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, this is funny, folks, because I pulled the card of the day for today, and the card of the day for today is the Nine of Wands, which I often think of as the wounded healer card. So anytime like Chiron comes up in the astrology and I'm pulling the Nine of Wands, it's just like emphasis on that. Like, make sure that you're healing yourself, okay? The energy vamps are looking for a bite at 1:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Keep your shields high and garlic nearby. Mercury sextile Mars, 2:19 p.m. is fantastic for negotiating, signing contracts, meetings, brainstorming sessions with your team, and research. It hangs around into tomorrow, so be sure to put some of your energy into those activities. A moon Uranus sextile at 2:28 p.m. elevates intuition. Pay attention to your gut and follow up on your business hunches. Today, Friday, April 8th, is a power day for Cancer and a weak day for Capricorn. I'm just going to double check that we're on the right AstroBiz Digest. We are indeed. All right, so that is for Friday. Can I get a hell yeah? So Ward is saying hello, or do I need to say hello yeah? Sure, that too. So we just did the astrology for Friday. Andrea says, had 4 online meetings today and 8 olives with garlic cloves. All good with the biz, and also a perfect match for the Astro Biz Digest for Friday. That is awesome. Okay. So, Saturday morning is excellent for creative work and client care thanks to the Moon Jupiter trine at 10:36 a.m., followed by another trine with Neptune at 11:46 a.m. You can forge great connections and get a ton of content completed. The evening is dicey due to the moon making nasty angles with Mercury and Pluto. The perfect combo for arguments with power mongers and wannabe dictators. Nope, ain't got time for that. Close up shop early and pour yourself a stiff one instead. Cheers. So that is Saturday. Sunday, the moon will be in flashy Leo on Sunday. This means you want to grab the mic and hit every stage. It's also marvelous for marketing and extensive PR campaigns. Get your face out there one way or the other, and your business will benefit. That being said, Mercury will square Pluto at 4:45 a.m., which can bring trouble via communication. Choose your words with care and don't debate assholes. At 10:09 p.m., Mercury will be in steady Taurus. Read the info above the scopes to learn more. Sorry about that. I did not mention the overall astrology that's happening right now, but I will go to that for Sunday. Sunday the 10th, Mercury slow dances into Taurus, puts a grounding force into the cosmos. Thinking is rational, practical, and chill, and unlike the past few weeks of fiery Aries, this transit is best for taking your good-natured time in any business decision-making. It's also excellent for conjuring up money-making schemes and handling all the day-to-day stuff that keeps your business humming along. And Mercury will be in Taurus until April 29th. So that is the big astro stuff for Sunday. Saturday is a power day for Cancer and a weekday for Capricorn, and Sunday is a power day for Leo and a weekday for Aquarius. Now let me quickly go back because I didn't mention about Venus in Pisces that happened on the 5th. And we're still in Venus in Pisces. So let me talk about that. Check the comments first. Dylan says, yeah, baby. Okay. Yeah. So let's talk about Venus and Pisces. That's already happened on the 5th. So clients will be ultra sensitive. It's essential to keep everyone's feelings in mind during this transit. Be gentle with your words, touch hearts with your content, make sure you listen when folks reach out. However, you'll need to find the balance between caring and your boundaries. Such a hard balance to strike. Just because someone invites you on a guilt trip doesn't mean you have to go. This transit is also ideal for creative work. And if you're an artist, musician, poet, writer, or actor, you can find divine inspiration all around you. And so Venus remains in Pisces until May 2nd. So we are under Venus in Pisces from the 5th of April to May 2nd. So that wraps up the astro weather for this particular weekend. I do always want to go back, though, and open up the floor to any questions you might have. If Monday was a little weird for you or Tuesday was a little weird for you, let me know now before we move into the main event. So I can go back to the AstroBiz Digest and give you a little bit more information. Might not explain everything, but it might have some explanation as to the reason why your Monday was weird or people were sensitive on Tuesday. Well, now we know people are ultra sensitive because Venus is in Pisces, right? But it could be something else too. So I will give that. Let me pull up my timer widget, my countdown widget. 1 card readings in about a minute, and I'm going to hydrate and wait and watch the comments. and also see if I can pull up my one card, one question, one card crawler. It's actually interesting looking at Be Live and looking at the different agenda templates. They've got interview templates, they've got Q&A templates, they've got live sales templates. Very interesting. Very interesting. Oh, so Katie says, hello, came in at the essential moment with all of those details. Also, happy birthday. Yes, thank you, Katie. I appreciate it. Glad that you're here. Ah, here, I found it. I found it. So I've got the crawler going. I apparently made myself a readings agenda, even though, again, this is a rarity. I very rarely open up the floor to pulling cards for people because I am doing this is my full-time business. So I do want to direct people to actually before we even start here, I do want to direct people to my website, tarotbyhilary.com, if you want to book a reading with me and also show you some of my reading options. So you can book an hour-long reading. You can also book a half an hour reading, and you can book that via phone, Skype, and Zoom. And we have email readings available too, if you would like an email reading from me. If you can't get onto my calendar or if the timing doesn't work, try an email reading. And that's actually $25 a question, and I'll pull 3 cards for your question. So, and the link to book is in the chat as well, or you can go straight to tarotbyhilary.com and click on the top navigation where it says schedule a reading or book a session or schedule here. I can't remember what the exact wording is, but it's all on my website. And I use an online scheduler, which also takes into account different time zones, which is really great. So you don't have to figure it out. It's just like, oh, is this time Hilary's time or my time? Like, you don't have to worry about it. You can put your time zone into the scheduler, and it sorts everything out. And so it does it automatically and finds a time that works for both of us. So, yay. Okay. Let me hide that. And I do see that we do have some questions coming in. And of course, Dylan always shouting me out. She's not just my best friend, she is also a client of mine. So she's saying, book the Zoom hour reading. Yeah, I just added Zoom appointments to my scheduler, and it automatically generates the Zoom link as you're scheduling the appointment. It's like, it's so great. It's such a time saver, and it's such a worry off of my mind so that I can stay in my zone of genius, which is actually doing the reading for you and not have to worry about all of this techno crap, Work smarter, not harder. Yes, Katie is saying that was extra cool seeing that time zone part in your schedule. Yeah, I love it. So I use Acuity scheduling, and it's like synced right into my website. So Acuity is pretty awesome, and I do highly recommend it. I've been using it for the past I think for the past 7 years now. And it paid for itself as soon as one person booked an hour-long reading. It paid for itself. So I'm all about that. Like sometimes you don't have money to spend on that sort of thing. And sometimes, paper and pen is the way to go, or doing the email back and forth. But like, as my business has grown, I've realized like time is money, and this time that I'm wasting, like in this email back and forth, what time is good for you? Oh, that date's not good for me, blah, blah, blah. It's just like, it is wasting money doing that. So, time is money. I'm using the things that work for me. So I'm glad that was cool for you, and I'm glad that worked for you, Katie. Okay. So let us get to the questions. So I see Dylan's in here first, asking, will Nick and I buy our first home by this time next year? I am going to work with you a little bit to kind of rephrase. Oh, shoot. Do I have these babies in order? I might have these babies in order. I might have to use a different deck. I have my major. Do I have my major arcana cards in order? I do. I might not be able to use this deck. Sorry, folks. I love the reflective tarot, but I think I was using this for a tarot tutoring session the other day. So and I had to take things and put things in order so I could find the actual cards that my client or my student had pulled in their reading to be able to help them interpret or give my own interpretation. So I'm sorry. We're not going to be using the reflective tarot today. Another time. Let me think. I don't know what deck I want to use, though. Is anyone feeling particularly called for a specific deck? Andre is suggesting that I shuffle them, and I would normally shuffle them, but they're really in order right now, and I want to get them thoroughly marinated before I actually do a one card pull reading session. Otherwise, it's is that fully shuffled or not? I'll always have that kind of question in my mind, oh no, I should have just used a different deck. So I knew it. Okay, well, I aim to please, and my Luna Soul is right here. So you were drawn to it. You got it. Luna Soul it is. And these cards are definitely thoroughly marinated because I used this for my deck of the month last month for my one card pulse. So let's make sure we're playing with a full deck here, folks. Gorgeous deck, by the way. I did an unboxing of this. And you can find the unboxing wherever you tune into these lives. You can find the replay of the unboxing there. Yes. Yes, this deck is very, very pretty. And it's from Liminal 11, the Luna Soul Tarot. Okay, let me go back. Go back. Okay. Back to the question. Now, Dylan, and some of you also may know about this, the whole will they or won't they, the yes or no questions. Yes, can tarot answer them? Yes, but it's usually, I'll usually work to rephrase yes or no questions to get the most bang for your buck, or get to more how can we buy our first home by this time next year? Or what do we need to do to be able to buy our first home by this time next year? So I'm really marinating those questions into the shuffle rather than just the will, because can tarot answer yes or no questions? Sure it can, but it's usually not the best at it. It's usually going to give you more information than just yes or no. It's yes and, or no and. And I'm getting a flyer here. So, oh, yes. I think it's a big yes, Dylan, and here's the reason why. You're getting the Queen of Cups. So, it might feel like it's all on you right now, but it is also that emphasis on, and I feel like I've said this to you before, so I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but if I am repeating myself, so much more the emphasis, right? You are home to each other. So it's just you've already won. You're already there. And I know that seems very corny or very cliche, but it's just you are home. and this feels like a very heavy burden on you, but it's also something that you are able to carry. You also know what to do. I would also look at things that are near the water, some kind of water. Like, you need to be near water, and it's like not even an option for you. Like, you have to be near water. So look around places that are close to water, whether it's the ocean, whether it's a creek, whether it's a small pond. So that's it's like a yes, and here's what to look out for. I would also not be surprised if the name of the street has some kind of water or nautical theme to it, or shell. So there you go, Queen of Cups. I hope that helps. Let me know if it did, or let me know if there's already glimmers of that. And I'm just going to scan. Oh, she had a cube up in my readings too. I'm not sure what that means. I did say that. I did say that. And I have said we will be by the water no matter what. Good, good. And Nick says thanks. You're welcome. All right. Andrea is saying, I'm trying to keep. Oh, Queen of Cups has come up in your readings before. Got it. Thank you, Dylan. Andrea says, you are such a good Friday night date. Just saying. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so I answered Dylan's question. And if you see that I didn't answer your question, or I'm answering out of order, like, put your question in again, or say you didn't answer my question. Just remind me. I'm trying to keep up with the comments as fast as I can, because I do not have a virtual assistant and I don't have a moderator right now. So I'm having to be my own moderator and also answer the questions. Oh, we did that before. Okay. Katie is asking, oh, I just dropped something. Not a card. Katie is asking, will I be able to get a job that fits with my mother's needs? So let's shuffle up on that. Again, that will, I'm looking for the yes end or the no end. So it's always going to be more information than just a yes or no, or how can we find a job for you that fits with your mother's needs? Okay. Oof. All right. We are getting the Five of Swords reversed for you, Katie. And this is not a very pleasant Five of Swords. It's like this triumphant little guy, but like the field is bloody, and there's like bloody hands and bloody swords, and someone's hiding behind the wall over there, and it's like one lone victor. But again, this card is reversed. The Five of Swords is reversed in this case. I'm going to go to the book for this particular one, because I have a feeling that their source, or their interpretation of the Five of Swords might be different than mine, or give you something more than what I would give you. But I'm going to go from the cuff and say, the job that fits with your mother's needs does not have to be all or nothing. It doesn't have to be, it's almost like there needs to be this flexibility, and it's almost like it cannot be a full-time job. And think about the different possibilities, whether it could be like 2 part-time jobs or 1 part-time job with the possibility to move to full-time. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like there is a compromise there that can be met, but right now there is this kind of like linear thinking going on, where it's just like it has to be all or nothing. And I think there is that third option there that you might not be seeing right now because you're so overwhelmed. So, looking at the companion book for the Five of Swords from the Luna Soul is 5 is success achieved by violence and aggression never ends conflict. You may feel like you have won a battle in your life, but at a cost that might be much higher than you can know. what you have taken can be taken from you. So again, that is the upright meaning of the Five of Swords. We are getting the reversed Five of Swords here. So I feel like there is this happy medium that can be reached, but you're not able to think of it right now because you're kind of in extreme survival mode. So give yourself a little bit of peace, give yourself a little bit of peace of mind. And that third option of flexibility or possibly part-time may present itself to you. And I hope that makes sense. And I'm going to scroll down and see. But Katie, let me know in the chat. And I'm going to move on to the next question. Yes. Okay. Before I move on to the next question, yes, understand the flexibility need, hard to find, definitely extreme survival mode. Yeah. Yeah. And we'll talk offline about that. Thank you. Yes, does make sense. Great. And I hope it helps. I know that Andrea's question is in here. Yes. So again, these will questions, folks, like, remember, it's not all yes or no. Remember to get to the how or the what or the why or sometimes even the when can be helpful, but we can build timing into the question of a reading. It doesn't have to be the cards are answering everything in all aspects and also the timing. You can always build the timing into the question. Like, will I have a love relationship partner in my life again? That's a big question, but maybe it could be, what can I do to bring a love relationship or partner into my life again in the next year or the next 6 months? So I'm always thinking about those kind of rewording of the questions, even if I don't speak it out loud to my client, or even if I'm doing like an email reading and someone comes at me with that question and I don't really have the time or the space or want to appear condescending, because sometimes you just don't know how to phrase a question, which is completely valid and fine. But I've been doing this for a long time. So it's like kind of like second nature that I now kind of adjust the question so that we can get the best possible results from the cards. So, Andrea. Not the best card to get for this question, but it's definitely trying to answer your question. So you're getting the Knight of Cups, but you are getting the Knight of Cups reversed. So this did come up upside down. It did come up reversed. So there is this possibility, but it does feel like almost a younger energy or a person that's young at heart. But also this is a person, for the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Cups is really a dreamer, and it's someone that can sometimes like love or love for love's sake and not necessarily being in love with you. They want to be in the relationships. They love the concept of love. But they're such a dreamer, and there's such impracticality that it's just like, oh, we can live on love alone. And it's just like, and it's very nice, and you want to be swept away by that feeling. But at the same time, it's not practical. And most of the time, that kind of energy is very romantic, very intriguing, very attractive, but it's not necessarily long-term stable or practical even. It's just like love sometimes isn't enough. So I feel like that reversal is just like, the people that have been interested lately have not been able to, one, keep up with you. You would think that they would. They can't keep up with you, and it's almost like they can't really hold your attention. It's just like you want more out of a relationship now, and you're not willing to really settle for less. Do you know what I mean? And that's not a bad thing either. So I'm going to go to the companion book for this one too, because I just love the companion books for this particular deck. I think it's so well done. And hardcover, beautiful. And just the understanding of some of these cards are just fantastic. And it's short too. So to be able to have this depth of understanding of the tarot cards while also being really concise is fantastic. So the Knight of Cups upright is there is an illusion here, and it is associated with some form of love in your life. A person may be deceitful or might be stringing you along. They may actually just be in love with love itself. Hey, what did I just say? Oh, I guess I'm a professional tarot reader. Or perhaps there is a love that is spoken but not truly felt. So again, that love for in love for with love itself concept kind of is revolving around this question right now. So I think it's definitely possible, but right now it's almost like you're attracting boys, not men. So I think it's possible, but like currently it's like they're not hitting your standards right now. And it's okay to have high standards. So Andrea is also offering up help there for you, Katie. Whatever we can give, and what she said. Yep. So Andrea, let me know if that hits or that resonates. We've got a lot of questions in here, so huh? Yes, knights. You've got a lot of knights going on, but not kings. Exactly. See, this is why we groove together, Andrea, my fellow sister witch. So Dina is here, and I also see that Jian also has a question. So let me get to it. So I'm guessing the Knights Not Kings comment means like, yes, it resonates for you. Awesome. And one day your king will come, but right now it's a lot of boys. Yes, exactly. A queen needs a king, precisely. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody else. So let's move on to Dina. And I also know that the Tube of You video is working. So Dina is asking, first of all, hi, Hilary, happy birthday. Thank you very much. What does the universe want me to know? Again, an excellent question. If you are approaching the tarot, or you're approaching a psychic reading or a tarot reading, or, a rune reading, and you don't know what to ask, what do I most need to know right now? What does the universe want to tell me? What does the tarot think I should be focused on right now? All great questions if you don't know what to ask. Most of the time, most people do know what to ask. Most of the time, people are coming to me for a tarot reading because they have some kind of a confusion or some kind of like burning question that they want to know the answer to. So, what does the universe want Dina to know? Okay, I think that's it. Ooh, get out there. Get out there, make things happen. You have the Page of Swords coming up right now. I love this depiction of the Page of Swords. I think she's pretty freaking awesome. She's got like these boots on. She's got this beautiful flowing robe. Her hand is like balled up in a fist. She's got this elegant and beautiful and elaborate sword, but you know that shit can cut. You've got the birds flying. You are up on the clouds, above the mountaintops. So it's just like Page of Swords is like that message of action, of movement, of air, of intellect. You need to put the rubber to the road. You need to be able to make it happen. You need to actually see some kind of effort. It can't all be in your head. You've got to put it onto the paper. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. So there's also could be a very distinct message that you might be getting in the near future regarding something that you might have been putting off. So let me know if that hits for you, Dina. And also, I'm going to go to the guidebook again for this one. I love this guidebook. Like all of these cards are really, really gorgeous. Yeah, so this has a little bit of idealism to it, a little bit of naivete, perhaps. So this card represents a young idealist. They may be naive, but their passion is infectious, and it's creating change around them. Their passion is like a whirlwind blowing through the world. When they blow through, things get shaken up, often for the best. So you need a little bit of a shakeup right now. If it's feeling ho-hum or dull or boring, it's time to take their tornado to it. Shake it up. So I'm not going to display this comment from Katie, but Katie and Andrea, if you want to like exchange information or private message each other to get some kind of like, you know, collaboration going on in the job stuff, by all means, make that connection. I can connect you if you need to. Just like message me and let me know, okay? Dina, let me know if that works for you, and I will move on to the next reading in the meantime. So, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Is it Jeanne or is it Jean? Let me know. But you are asking, will I be successful soon in finding a house and a property after a 2-year search? So again, these will I questions, we're going to ask for the yes and or the no, and here's why. We want to know about the how. I think so, but it's almost like you don't want to have any false hope because you've come really, really close. Hold on, let me plug in my computer because I realized I am a little bit low on battery life. So you are getting the Tower card reversed. So the Tower card, usually upright, like that is shit hits the fan. You know, everything goes to pot. You have to rebuild from its very foundations because the foundations were not stable and not enough to hold up the structure to begin with. So the fact that you're getting the Tower card reversed signifies to me that, yes, it does confirm about, you know, the search for the house or the property after a 2-year search, that it's been a while. Also, I feel like with the Tower card coming up reversed, you've come really, really close. Like you might have been like ready to like sign the papers or whatever, and then something happened to snatch away that house or property. And so you are like really, really hesitant to hope. Okay, that's number one. Number two, I feel like the Tower card being reversed is just be very careful. I think that success is going to be happening soon because of the reversal of the Tower. If the Tower was upright, I would be like, it's going to be a little while longer. I can't tell you how soon it will be. The fact that the Tower card is reversed is, I think it's going to happen for you, but I think you also need to be very, very careful with the properties that you're looking at right now of the foundations. Now, I'm not an architect, not a real estate agent. I don't know much about any of that kind of stuff, but I'm seeing foundations, making sure that those foundations are stable, making sure that you have, you know, gosh, what is it? Like all of like the, I'm not going to remember the name of it. You know, just making sure that I'm not going to remember it. I don't have the right vocabulary, but it's just like, well, look at the foundations, make sure you have like the necessary like seals of approval, zoning codes. I feel like somebody goes in and assesses as well. So make sure the assessments are up to date. Like, I don't have the vocabulary for it, but you know what I mean if you've been looking for a house or property after 2 years. So be very cautious about all of that, because I feel like that's where maybe you've gotten in trouble before, and also where you don't want to get in trouble now, because you might find it and it might feel too good to be true. Do a body check when you have that too good to be true feeling. If it's coming from your gut and you have this kind of butterflies of anticipation and like expansive feeling, then it's probably a good sign. If you're feeling contraction, like feels like a lead ball in your belly, then it's probably like not a good sign. So like really ask your intuition and feel in your body where your intuition is hitting you, and make sure that you're using that as a diagnostic tool as well for the properties that you're looking at. I know that's very long-winded for one card. I'm also going to go to the tape, or go to the companion book, and tell you a little bit about the tower. So for upright tower, the quote is, "Such solid structures, such sound concepts, now dust." So things are falling to pieces. Why are you whole despite feeling shattered? Why are you free? The tower signifies a great ending. The structures that made your life feel stable are adjusting and moving beneath your feet. But fear not, the biggest endings lead to the most transformative beginnings. This change is not always negative and not always external. So yeah, it is a little bit about going with the flow. But again, those foundations, watch those foundations. I'm going to say foundations like 3 more times. Foundations, foundations, foundations. Hope that makes sense. Dina, let me know if that made sense to you. Jeanne or Jean, let me know if that made sense to you too. Perfect. Good. Tia is asking, could I have a reading if possible? Yes. Put your question into the chat. I will pull one card for you. Jeannie. I'm sorry for butchering your name, Jeannie. Dina says, thank you. Shake It Up resonates. Awesome. Great. Zuri is also here. Thank you very much, Zuri. And let us know when your next live sale is going to be. Zuri has a wonderful shop, if you guys don't already know. Smudge sprays, crystals, pendulums, selenite bowls. I can't even remember what else. Like she has so much wonderful stuff. Let us know when your next live sale is. Okay. Dina is also adding a secondary interpretation to the tower. Maybe tower card is a fixer-upper. Yes, that's possible. But also, again, with the tower card being reversed, I don't know. Like, I think there's a reason to be gun shy about certain properties. Yes. Yeah, Zuri agrees. Good call. And Dylan is also letting people know, just ask your question. Hilary will answer it. Yes. Okay, so let me Jeannie says, yes, I had to look back. Comments on hesitation, so accurate. Totally get the foundation piece. Your comment about the building blocks resonates. We are going through the process of ensuring codes and zoning are in place on something we are hopeful for. Perfect. Yeah, just double check that. Like, I understand the hesitation about being gun shy. Like, it feels very similar to what you went through before. It might, I don't know. It's just like, it might not be everything that you're hoping for, but I think from that comes something that is exactly what you're looking for. Yes, you know you're dying to say it. Tap on it. Yeah. Yeah, this is the reason why I'm so froggy and congested, is because I have been going hard with tapping, and it has been paying off. Like, listen, I got the most wonderful comments. So I got, apparently, feedback reached back to Gala herself, and who's doing the Gala Darling certification method. That's my teacher for the tapping stuff that I've been doing. And apparently 2 of the people that I practiced on, either this past week or the week before, reached out to her and said how amazing I was, and that they've been tapping for years, or they've been using EFT for years, or they're an EFT practitioner themselves, and that I went deep and was very effective in a way that they hadn't really expected or seen before. So that was amazing to hear. I was told about that on Wednesday. And at the same time, I was asking, like, why does my throat hurt? Why am I feeling like this? And I realized what I said at the beginning of the episode tonight is, oh, yeah, I can't really, practice this new modality and go whole hog in the same way that I would do tarot, because I've been doing tarot for 25 years. My body's energy has recalibrated itself so that I can pull cards and be completely fine, like now. But I can't do that with EFT. I've got to slow my roll a little bit and ease into this modality so that I can prepare myself to have that eventually, but not right now. Aw, love you right back, missing you, friends. Is that to me? Yes, I think so. Thank you. So Dina is asking, what deck is that? This is the beautiful Luna Soul Tarot from Liminal 11. This is actually the deck of the month from March. And the deck that I'm using for card of the day for this month is the Cosmic Butcher's Strange and Eternal Tarot, which I think might be out of print, or it's a very small print run. I was actually speaking to the person that introduced me to that deck, and he may have a few more, and I'm gonna have to buy them up and give them to specific people that have already been like drooling over it. But yes, Luna Soul Tarot is the one that we're using for tonight's card pulls. Oh, yes. But if you want to book a whole reading, Hilary posted her booking link. Yes, I will show that again. tarotbyhilary.com, Hilary with 1 L. If you would like to book a full reading with me, half-hour or hour sessions are available via phone, Skype, or Zoom, or email readings are also available. So yeah, book a reading with me. If one card is just not enough for you and you want the whole enchilada, you have to book a reading with me. Zuri says, thank you for the sweet shout out. My next live is happening here on the Tube of You, Sunday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys need some metaphysical stuff, if you need crystals, if you need smudge sprays, I got this beautiful, words are failing me right now. This is what happens when I'm in a reading mode. The jar, the peach moonstone and the rainbow moonstone, but the little pebbles. It's not the chips. Oh God, I could not remember the word chips. This is what happens when I read tarot cards, because it is such a, my hypothesis of the reason why I just have like brain farts with certain words when I'm reading tarot is because like spirit and tarot readings, it's such a symbolic language, and it's like interpretation of symbols and feelings that sometimes there's like no words. So then I like lose the words, and it's like, but you know what I mean, right? And they're like feeling the feeling at the same time that I'm giving the reading, that I don't really have to like grab the word. That's my hypothesis. Anyway, I got some awesome rainbow moonstone chips and peach moonstone chips from Zuri the last time. And I got a beautiful rose quartz pendulum. I can't remember what else I got. Oh, a huge, beautiful palm stone that I got from my husband that is sitting in his drawer right now. And I don't know why, because I keep on like pushing him towards using it, especially when he's a little bit stressed out when he's working from home. And I'm just like, do you want me to get your palm stone for you? Would that be helpful for you? And he's like, no, I'm fine. I'm like, use it. Yes, gemstone chips. I could not think of the damn word chips. Yes, gemstone chips. Awesome. And by the way, Dylan, you have those. I brought those for the coven. So those are on the altar cabinet. I'm sure you put them in one of the drawers by now, but that is for coven use. So goddess bless. Um Dylan says woohoo or woo. I think I'm caught up. I'm caught up except for Tia. So Tia, if you would like a reading, please go ahead and drop your question into the chat and I will pull a card for you. I know, right? I knew exactly what you were talking about. I'm like the thingies. Like this is also, it might be I'm turning into my mother as well, because it's just like the thingies and the who's what's it and the and I'm like, that doesn't make sense. And then at the same time, I'm just like, but I still understood you. I'm like, oh shit, does that mean like I'm doing this too? Right? Anyway, while we're waiting for the next question to roll in, if there is more questions to roll in, again, look at the little crawler that's running on the bottom of the screen. That's a good part about it. It's one question, one card. Put your question into the chat, and I will pull one tarot card for your question to answer your question. Okay. So not only is it my birthday today, it's also Rex Manning Day, if you're familiar with the movie Empire Records. Definitely showing my age. Definitely showing that I guess I'm an elder millennial. Is that accurate? We also do have a new episode of the Card Slingers Coast to Coast podcast on spreads, and if we use spreads, if we don't use spreads, why we use spreads, what we think about spreads. So, and the episode is tongue-in-cheek titled Spread 'em, and it just figures that would be the episode name that would come out on my birthday. And we had to re-record. We literally almost did the entire recording, and we were giggling so much that we had to re-record the episode because we just kept on like looking at each other. And this is how we record the episodes, is we record them on video, and then we extract out the audio. And so we're seeing each other while we're recording in our respective spaces. So I'm in New York, Melissa's in St. Louis, Jamie's in Portland. Again, Card Slingers Coast to Coast. We are indeed coast to coast. And we were looking at each other, and every time someone said spread, we just went, and then we would look at each other, and one person would laugh, and then it would set the other person off, and then the three of us were just giggling. And I know it's not very mature, but if you've been listening to the Card Slingers Coast to Coast podcast for any length of time, we are not mature people. And yeah, we were just cracking up. And actually, I don't even know if I listened to the entire episode. I think I'm like 5 minutes away from 3 minutes and 45 seconds away from finishing the episode. To Spread or Not to Spread is the name of the episode. So, oh my God. Well, welcome. Welcome to our tarot table, Jeannie. That's not true, Zuri. It's going to pop up in a second. Hold on. I'm the only person who loved the movie PCU. That's not true. I love PCU too. And I'm pretty sure Dylan loves PCU as well. Like Dylan and I have never spoken specifically about PCU, but knowing her, yep, there it is. I'll show it. I knew it. I know my wifey. I know my hetero life mates' opinions about movies. Yep. Fucking Jeremy Piven. Yep. Knew it. And now we just had now I want to go watch Serendipity because Jeremy Piven is the best friend in Serendipity to John Cusack, who's the main character. By the way, fun fact. serendipity. Name of serendipity is the whole, the concept that brings them together or whatever, but um, they also meet or eat at Serendipity 3 in the city. And, I mentioned to Dylan, I've never been to Serendipity 3. I've always wanted to go. So she kind of threw a, a surprise bridal shower party for me at Serendipity 3. So that was a very fun night. So like Dylan, by the way, is my best friend in real life. So if she comes in here and gloms onto the episode, it's just because we're besties, and I'm envisioning what's happening right now. I'm on the big screen in her living room, which is kind of makes me a little uncomfortable, but also, that's fine. Best day ever. It was a really good day. It was. Zuri says, "Ooh, that was a great movie too. Kate Beckinsale rocked." My husband loves Kate Beckinsale. He's got a big old crush on Kate Beckinsale. He has a type, but I'm just like, it's interesting that all of these types that you have are not necessarily matching up to me, but you did marry someone that's has British ancestry, so I guess there's that. I think that's the only commonality I have with Kate Beckinsale. Anyway, so I did see one question that was a more general question. What did the card say about Ukraine? I mean, I can pull a card for Ukraine, but right now it's just so overwhelming. And I'm not trying to be glib about it or anything, but like, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the Devil card. I would not be surprised if we got the Death card. It's just like, or even the Tower card for that matter. It's just like complete and utter upheaval. And here we are going about our everyday lives, and I'm seeing like reports of people in Ukraine basically saying they're murdering us, they're raping us, they're raping us in front of our children. They're like, and it's just like, this is 2022, and it is just like, this is it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So of course we support Ukraine, and actually a lot of tech companies are based in the Ukraine or have people of Ukrainian descent. And Be Live, which is the third-party app that I broadcast these episodes on, they have a whole blue and yellow motif going on, including Stop Russian Aggression, see what you can do. So there's a widget for Help Ukraine, winwidget.org. I'll put that into the chat as well. I got no problems doing that. That I don't know about, but this I will put into the chat. So on that note, I will shuffle. Page of Cups. I mean, actually, that's a little bit softer than I thought. But it's also not surprising either, because this is all rooted in compassion. Having compassion, knowing that things shouldn't be forced, knowing that dictatorships don't work, knowing that absolute power corrupts absolutely. So the Page of Cups is basically saying, to continue to care, to not shut yourself off from the world and what's going on, even though it can be unbearable at times, to stay connected. Joy. So this card is actually maybe something that what we can do to help ourselves and to help them. Love is in the air. Sign of imminent or already existing love, whether it's a new relationship, a wedding announcement, or any news about love expanding. There's a youthful joy and innocence in this new form of love. Again, that like not doing this tit for tat of you attack us, we'll attack you, you know? And this is not about like this turning a cheek kind of bullshit. This is more about, you know, how can we be more loving to each other in our day-to-day lives, you know? Because we can do something. And I think apathy, while it can be a very natural reaction, and it's just like, oh, that's happening over there, it's not happening here. Well, but there is our here. You know what I mean? Anyway, sorry to be a Debbie Downer, everybody, but oh yes, you're so good. You're so good. Yes, there is a way to tip for these readings, and I will put it into the chat. Actually, let me pull it up so that I remember. But it is paypal.me. Perfect. Found it. I just needed to check it first. It is paypal.me/tarot by Hilary. I will find it and I will put it in. Got it. Found it. It is in the chat. And I will display it, but thank you for reminding me. It's just like, how can we pay you? How can we express our thanks for these free readings? By donation, if you would like to, with the virtual tip jar, paypal.me/tarot by Hilary NY. And that is Hilary with one L. If you would like to make a donation and express your thanks that way. Thank you. Let's see. Zuri says, I remember seeing people rescuing animals in Ukraine and bringing them to clinics in Poland to be cared for, goats, dogs, cats, etc. Exactly. There's always some way to help. And Dylan says, love from all of us in support of those who need it. Exactly. That is the Page of Cups. Okay, is there any other questions of the tarot before we wrap up for tonight? Because you guys kept me busy. I will say that. Final call. I will put up my countdown widget, and I will also sip some more. Countdown. And if you don't want to contribute to the virtual tip jar and you want to just get a reading with me, you can do so at tarotbyhilary.com. I do these episodes every Friday night at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I just recently put up the schedule. Let me actually show it here. I think I downloaded it. Yes, I did. Come on. So I have put that together. Waited until today to say so, but so last week we had on April Fool's Day, or the Fool's Day, or International Tarot Day, we had scheduling episodes for April where I took feedback from your suggestions for topics, and we came up with the schedule for this month. Today, Friday, April 8th, we did free one card readings in honor of my birthday. Yes, it is my birthday today. Next week, Friday, April 15th, we are talking about Cards of Your Destiny by Robert Lee Camp. That is a mix of playing cards, but it also is related to your birth date. So actually, it is over here on my shelf or my stack of books here, which is Cards of Your Destiny, What Your Birthday Reveals About You and Your Past, Present, and Future by Robert Lee Camp. And I think he has two books. Like, I think he has that and also Love Cards. So it's playing cards, but it's also based on your birth date information. So it's kind of interesting and weird. I first learned about this at the Soulful Proprietor retreat by Teresa Reed. One of the attendees, Jacqueline Tierney, introduced that concept to me, and she was like, "You're this," and then, and I'm just like, "How do you know all of that?" It was like a completely different divination system, and it's like it's not about playing card readings. It's not that, in the same way we could take maybe the divination stuff for tarot, put it into playing cards, shuffle playing cards, and give a reading of like the spade, the jack of spades or whatever. Yes, it has like King of Diamonds. Like, apparently that's my birth card, is the King of Diamonds. I can't tell you what that means right now because I haven't looked back in the book yet. But it's like birth date and playing cards. It's very different. And I would love to show you what that is and what that looks like. So that is next Friday, April 15th. Friday after that, April 22nd, we are going to do an unboxing video. And I kept my paws off the True Heart Tarot by Rachel True. So I haven't unboxed it yet. I was good. I didn't use the deck as the card of the as the deck of the month for this month. I used the Strange and Internal deck instead. So our unboxing video will be for the True Heart Tarot. And then Friday, April 29th, we have no show because I will be in Vegas finishing my EFT certification. Oh, interesting. So Rena does those kinds of readings. Now I understand. I know, after years of knowing each other, now I get what that is. Interesting. All right. Well, we have no more takers. If I wasn't able to get to your question, or if you happen to be watching the replay and are kicking yourself like, "Oh, I wish I had a card reading from Hilary," you can still do that. You don't have to feel like you missed out, because let me hide all the show items and hide this. So that is our schedule for the month of April. So if you're interested in the Cards of Your Destiny by Robert Lee Camp, please tune in next Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Where is my crawler for that? That is when I do all of these episodes. Fridays, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when you should be tuning in, either on the Book of Face or on the Tube of You. Why do I say it that way? I blame Molly Mahoney from The Prepared Performer. I'm trying to get into that habit of not saying things directly because I don't want to mess with the algorithms. Sometimes the algorithms listen and hear, and my organic reach then gets impacted, and it's very strange, and I don't know why. Anyway, so that is the schedule. And if you would like to get a reading from me, you can totally do so. tarotbyhilary.com. You did not miss out. I am here for your tarot reading needs, soon for your EFT tapping needs after I'm done with my certification. I have been working with people. I have been providing them a private link to book a practice session. I am kind of at capacity right now at that. So all of the people that I am currently booked with a session, I either had to reschedule them yesterday for personal reasons. I won't get into it. But I do have one tapping session this evening, which I am honoring. Don't argue with me. We're going to be doing the tapping tonight. I know you're watching right now. So I will see you later. But if I'm not sending the link out to you right away, it's because I'm trying to take a step back and realizing, hey, maybe I can't do 3 EFT tapping sessions in one day without serious consequences. Today, I'm only doing 1. So I'm trying to take a step back and recalibrate myself. But those private links have been sent out. It's in beta testing right now. If you did not get a link, it's okay. Eventually, I will open up EFT tapping to the public, and you can book an EFT tapping session with me. And I thank all of the beta testers so far and the people that I'm going to be working with tonight and next week. I thank you so much for allowing me to practice on you. It has been absolutely amazing. I am getting wonderful feedback. Thank you to those of you who did speak to Gala about my work and how well I'm doing. Like, really appreciate it. And she did take it to heart and she did let me know. So I thank you for that. Yeah, exactly. So, Dina is saying, feel better. I know. I sound terrible. I get it. I feel fine. I feel fine. It's just all up in here. And I have a little bit of a coughing fit, but like, seriously, I feel fine. Which is probably not great because then I'm going to like, I feel fine. I'm going to push myself more. And it's just like, no, Hilary, no, that's not the point. That is not the lesson to take away from this. So I already spoke to Andrea about that. Dylan says, I can't wait to book a tapping session eventually. Dylan, like, I've worked with you in tapping before. I've brought that to the coven before. It is light years different. I'm telling you, it's light years different. The investigation process has been really helpful. I'm getting right into the nitty gritty, so it's not a surface level tapping anymore. We're talking about secondary benefits. I can go on a whole tangent about secondary benefits. It's crazy. So I know. I'm excited too. I'm excited. So Andrea says, self-care, girlfriend. I'm trying. So thank you all so much for watching. I am going to go have some dinner, possibly my charcuterie board, thanks to Dylan Dilly. Thank you very much. My husband is setting that up right now, I'm sure. Because he was trying to average out, well, if you're doing 1 card readings, like, how long are you going to go for? And I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. But now I know. So he did estimate very well. He was just like, you'll probably be done by 8 o'clock. I'm like, you're probably right. I will let him know that he was accurate. Dylan says, happy birthday. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, everybody. I know I sound like a frog. I'm going to go. I'm going. I will see you all next Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we're talking about Robert Lee Camp's Cards of Your Destiny. And Katie says, happy birthday. Have a wonderful dinner. Thank you for the readings. You're very, very welcome. Bye, everybody.